Can you use Leading with Obeya for your project or program management team? Yes, you can. Why? Because Leading with Obeya revolves around the team and not necessarily just the line management team. In fact, if we're looking at the boards, it works quite similarly like any management team would do. So, first of all, we start with the purpose. What is the goal of the program or the project management team? Secondly, we look at the strategic capabilities. What is it that we need to be good at in order to be successful? And that doesn't just count for our own project or program, but also what are the capabilities for the business that we're trying to develop here. Then we look at the performance. These indicators will tell us something about how well that's actually going. Are we actually improving the business with the stuff that we're doing? So then looking at the most obvious part, what is it actually that we're going to do? How are we going to spend our valuable time and scarce resources to actually achieve something towards these capabilities? So these are the milestones, and we can use a Kanban planning here, we can use a timeline planning here, whatever you think is fit and suitable for your project or program. In this case, we have a timeline, so it starts in January, ends in December in this case, and then moves beyond to the future, but obviously you can also expand this and actually plan years ahead if you need to. And these milestones all include mini business cases for your project or program, which will tell you what is being implemented, what is being delivered. So that's really the present, the output that we're looking for. Also tells you why we need it, and then how do we think is it going to affect our performance. So this shows you again how these parts of the board are related, and then we go to the tough problems in case we don't really know how to affect that performance in a positive way yet. Then we actually are entering our knowledge threshold, right? We can't see beyond what we're looking at, so we need to take small steps to structured problem solving and actually try to move these milestones, or we try to move the indicators all to the purpose to achieving the goals of the project or the program. So we do structured problem solving here, and mostly I would recommend to do that with Toyota Kata because it's a very approachable way. Lastly, for your project or program, you need to use the Act and Respond board. Why? Because it's great to have a plan, but of course tomorrow the world will be different. You will be facing lots of challenges as a project or program, lots of problems to solve together, and you better make sure that it is actually aligned. In case that you cannot solve it within your project or program, you bring it up here, you raise it, and then somebody takes it to the actual management team. Line management team, board of directors, senior management, whichever level you need. So this is how the Act and Respond board works, and this is also how you can manage your program strategically or tactically by using the Leading with Obeya method. Now it's very important to note that if you do the work yourself, as a project team, for example, if we have milestones here, and this is great for a roadmap for a product owner, but we're actually also working on the milestones ourselves, then do note that you will likely need a framework like Scrum, or you need to work with Kanban, or you just do traditional project management. To do the actual work, you will need more than just the Act and Respond board. For example, I see teams that do that combine the Act and Respond board and use it as a Scrum board as well. So they do refinement, they add a backlog, they pull things from the product backlog towards the sprint backlogs, and this is actually how they integrate doing the actual work with Act and Respond, raising issues also in their daily scrums, and then work on the projects that they have on their roadmap. They keep monitoring the effects of the stuff that they're doing, and in the end it all leads up to the purpose of the program or the project. So yes, you can use Leading with Obeya for programs or projects, and this is more or less how.